Welcome, race fans. Tonight, the North NASCAR Cup Series takes to the old Legacy Phoenix, and this is going to be a good one, I think. Going to be tough for the guys. Coming up, so we got nothing else coming up tonight, but tomorrow night we have the Laura Arca Series. That'll be fun to watch. Been a great season so far. Guys have been doing an amazing job, so I can't wait to see how they do tomorrow night. I don't know, where are you guys at tomorrow night, Joseph? I scheduled Sonoma, yeah. A little road course racing. That'll be interesting. All right, let's take a look at the race analytics here coming into tonight. 78-degree air temperature, 118-degree track temperature. Holy moly. Of course, that's probably cool for Phoenix this time of the year, really. Let's see, 150 laps. That's 150 miles here on the 1 mile oval. Tire window, and these are guesstimates, 60 to 80 laps, fuel about 70 to 80 or somewhere along in there, and 45 mile an hour down pit road. So they're kind of guesstimates on those fuel and tire, because I don't think anybody really knows about what these cars run, you know, that how many miles they can get out of them. Because you'll get different answers out of different people. All right, looking at the point standings here, Zoltan Herzeg still holds, well, he actually retook the lead from John Berry. If you guys remember last week, John Berry had the point lead. So now he's 7 points back. Anthony Emery in third, 32 points behind. Chad Oxendine in fourth, 46 points back. Cody Miller fifth, 80 points behind. Brett Pancari in sixth, 81 points back. Elijah Gracia tied with Daniel Falkingham for seventh, 88 points back. Aaron Smith in ninth, 107 behind. And Bobby Chaney rounds out the top 10, 108 behind. Joseph?
Patrick Colby will sit 11th in the points, 111 behind. Cole Freilich up 12th, 115 back. Sean Williams 13th, 116 points back. Jared Darling is sitting in the 14th spot in points, 119 behind. Dallas Myhan rounds out the top 15 with 130 points back. Josh Robbins 16th, 143. Tom Mercier will sit 17th in the points, 145 points behind. Bobby Zelensky 18th in points, 156 back. Scott Taylor, 175 points behind and 19th, and Spencer Madden will round out the top 20 in points, 182 points behind.
All right. Well, Joseph, what do you think's gonna happen here tonight?
Well, this is going to be a hot and slick racetrack, 118 degrees, and I've been watching practice. These guys are sliding around in the corners, and especially coming off. So I feel these guys are going to have their hands full tonight if the track temperature stays that hot. But yeah, 4 races left to go this season. Top 4 seems to be pretty good in a tight points battle. Zoltan Herzeg, John Berry, Anthony Emery, Chad Oxendine are pretty much still racing for the championship, not counting anybody else out below, but just looking at the points we just looked at, it's looking pretty good for those top 4. But right now, Daniel Falkingham, who surprisingly does not have a win yet this season, is still looking for that first win. He is the fastest in practice, so hopefully he finds some speed for tonight. But we also got Zoltan Herzeg back in this race. A couple weeks ago, he bumped and run Anthony Emery for the win at 5 Flags. It was a fantastic finish. He took over the points lead. He's 7 points ahead of John Berry. So really, with a few races left to go, I mean, the top 4, anybody that's competing for the championship right now cannot have any mistakes, cannot have any bad results. So it's go time now with 4 races to go.
Yeah, I think they go to North Wilkesboro next week, so that should be a really good race. Then Michigan, and then the final race, Darlington. That's going to be amazing. Throwback car on a throwback track is always amazing, man. I'm telling you, I can't wait to see that. But next week at that should be a good race as well. At North Wilkesboro, definitely.
Yeah, definitely for sure. We got some good tracks coming up. I mean, yeah, North Wilkesboro next week. Pretty much throwback. Michigan, a 2-mile racetrack, which I feel that's also going to be a really good race with these cars. Should be a lot of fun. And of course, Darlington to finish off the schedule, finish off the season. Just That is definitely throwback, and somebody's going to win the championship
Yep.
in 3 weeks from tonight. But tonight we got to get through Phoenix, and hopefully some of the top contenders stays out of trouble.
I'll tell you what, John Barry has just been. This is, I think, the best I've ever seen John Barry run. He has just been so competitive and keeping his car out of trouble, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. John Barry, a few weeks back, he won both the Talladega dual races, and then he finished
Mhm.
second at Five Flags. He has really been consistent all season long. And
Yeah,
I believe that those 2 wins he got at Talladega is really going to help his confidence for the final few races. He's only 7 points back from Zoltan Herzeg for the points lead, so he's in it for the championship. He's running good in practice right now, so we'll see if he has some good speed tonight.
absolutely. All right, well, folks, we're going to step away for the national anthem. We'll be right back. So stay with us. Qualifying coming up next.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran the bomb busting in air gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the frame, and the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save. Stand of the brave, the US of A. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land under the frame, and the home of
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxSpeedTV.
All right, we're back, folks. No times have been turned in yet. Small field.
Yeah, not too bad. Practice, Daniel Falkingham got the fastest time with the 29:39. Of course, no times yet on the qualifying. We should be getting that shortly, but yeah, right now we got a few guys out there on the racetrack trying to get a time in.
Something I noticed, Joseph, and I didn't mean to cut in, but Zoltan was not very fast out there. He was like 15th quickest. It might be a tough track for Zoltan. Might be a good time for John Barry to look at that. He just took the pole. John Barry did. Maybe it's a good time for him to retake that point lead.
Yeah, not too bad for him. Yeah, Spencer Madden jumped him on the pole position, 29:52. Anthony Emery up to second.
I don't know how many of these guys are going to try the old one and done, because I don't know, I know usually on the second lap these guys are better, but John Barry, he took it behind the wall there. He says, I'm done, one and done. Nick Mucinex. Yeah, I'm kind of thinking that's what we're going to see here tonight. A lot of one and dones here.
I'm going to restart my sim really quick, fixing something. But yeah, got a few times up there on the board. Yeah, Anthony Emery, John Barry, guys that's racing for the championship. They're up there. They need to have good runs in the final 3 races.
Yeah. I don't know, Zoltan, he's going back out. I think he must have hit the wall or something. He's going back out. He's got about enough time to get some laps in here. Let's see what he can do. And Daniel Falkingham heading out.
You noticed these guys sliding going into the corner. I mean, these guys are going to have their hands full tonight on the hot racetrack.
Yep. I'd like to see him, run these on a like I say, a 70 or 72 degree track temperature and see what they would do, on a track like this where it's slick.
Oh, absolutely. How about Jared Darling up to second on the board?
Yeah, awesome.
Barely missed out on that pole, but still a good qualifying time.
Yeah, 1/1000th of a second.
It's like, what could you've done differently to get that extra 1,000th of a second,
I know it.
It's amazing sometimes.
Well, it doesn't look like Zoltan's going to get... I don't think he's going to get a qualifying time in. He's struggling.
Falkingham now, 29:43.
Wow, he backed up that fastest lap in practice, didn't he? Oh,
he did. Wow.
Yes. He's on a mission here tonight. He wants to get himself up there, make himself readily available for that championship.
So far, 11 qualifiers right now. How about Chad Oxendine that's also battling for this championship right now? He's only 8th fastest at 29:62, only a couple tenths off. So hopefully, but we've seen Chad Oxendine all season long. He seems like he's a long run driver. So he figures it out after a few laps, and then he'll start moving up position. So I'm not too worried about him starting in the 8th spot right now. So we'll see what he can do. But Falkingham looking good right now.
Yes, sir. Oxendine he's out here just using the rest of qualifying for practice. Not a bad idea.
Not a bad idea for sure. And probably going to need it tonight.
Yeah.
But it looks like qualifying is about to come to an end, and Daniel Falkingham on the pole for tonight. That's looking good for him.
Yes, sir. That's some bonus points for him. What do they get? 5 extra
points.
Three bonus points. Okay. All right, here we go. On the MaxSpeedTV starting grid. Daniel Falkingham does take the pole with a 29.439. Congratulations to Daniel for grabbing the pole. Spencer Madden will start on the outside of the front row in second. In row number 2, we got Jared Darling in third, Anthony Emery fourth. In row number 3, John Barry starting from the 5th position, Bobby Cheney 6th. Row number 4, Nick Mucinek starting 7th, Chad Oxendine 8th. In row 5, Tommy Gossett 9th, and Aaron Smith 10th. Joseph, finish.
Tony Hilbrands was starting in the 11th spot. He was the last qualifier out there. Will Klein was good in practice as well, but he starts 12th. Zoltan Herzeg, points leader coming into tonight, is starting 13th. You're going to see him move up through the field, with Spencer Owens starting on the outside in 14th. In row number 8, we have Cody Miller 15th, Tom Mercier 16th. Row number 9, we have Sean Williams 17th. Josh Robin will start in the 18th position. And then in row number 10, we have Elijah Gracia 19th, and Brett Picari rounds out the field in 20th. And apparently my name is also on the board. I am not racing tonight for whatever reason. Even though I went to spectator, it registered me into the session. So I will not be competing tonight, so don't pay attention to that name right there.
Right. It happens.
It happens. Well, we're going to be set to go very shortly here tonight. 4 races left to go of the season. Tonight we're here at Phoenix International Raceway, the old Phoenix. No dogleg, nothing. It's just a mile around this old Phoenix racetrack. 150 laps of this hot, slick racetrack. These guys are going to have to figure out. 118-degree track temperature. Daniel Falkingham, Spencer Madden on the front row for tonight. We're about to go racing here. The pace car is going to start rolling the field around, and we should be going racing in a lap or so.
Yeah, you know, a lot of people say, you know, this track, I mean, we raced this for years, you know, I mean, it's got worn out asphalt on it. It's bumpy, it's rough, it's slick, you know, it's seen its better days, you know, but it has character, Joseph, you know, and character is kind of what these cars are all about, you know. I mean, these cars are able to handle that character of the track like that and handle it well. So I'm looking for kind of a good race. I think after they get a little bit of warmth in the tires, I think we'll be all right.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, tuning in to MaxSpeedTV tonight. Thank you guys so much for being here on this Tuesday night for the 12th race, or the 13th race up the season. It says 13th for me. Oh, it is 12. Never mind. I'm sorry. 12th race of the season here at the North Guy Racing NASCAR Series. 4 races left to go this season. Phoenix tonight. Daniel Falkingham, Spencer Madden on the front row. The pace car is about to pull off right now. Here we go. 150 laps.
Green flag. Green flag.
And the green flag is in the air. We are underway here in Phoenix.
And I know a lot of fans, no TCB tonight. Wow, I don't know what.
Oh, car already in turn 1, Rudy. Will Klein went way high, and I'm not sure if he actually hit the wall, but he came close to it. Looked like Spencer Owens also had trouble through turn 1 as well, but Will Klein high up the racetrack in turn 1.
Well, Daniel Falkingham is going to lead the first lap. Jared Darling second, John Barry third.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we got Bow for third now. Anthony Emery, too, is inside of John Barry. Oh, man.
It was pretty close right there. You don't want to wreck the league owner there, Anthony. Here comes Nick Mucinek into the inside of Spencer Madden now, and that would be for the 5th position.
And, man, I tell you what, Spencer Madden did not get going very well on that start. He started second, but he's about to fall back to 6th if Nick can get around him. And Nick, you know, he had a great race a couple weeks ago over at Five Flags, and it looked like he had a race-winning car. Unfortunately, he got involved in a late race crash that took him out of contention. But, I mean, we've seen Nick this season, Rudy, a few times these guys gone to short tracks. He's been really good at it. He's came close a couple of times to winning, so we'll see if tonight will be his night.
Yes, sir. And then Bobby Cheney just got by Spencer, too. So, I don't know. Spencer's not up to par right now. Chad Oxendine may be taking a look now to the inside of Spencer. He gets a run on him. I like Spencer's car there, that black and white Coca-Cola car. That's pretty cool. I like it. Oh, look at that, man. Chad Oxendine moving forward, Joseph.
Yeah, he moved up one spot since the drop of the green flag, and that was for passing Spencer Madden, looking really strong early on. I tell you, after a few laps, you're going to see him moving up through the field. He's been so good on long runs this season, so hopefully he'll show that again.
Daniel Falkingham looking strong here tonight, boy. He's already racked up, gosh, how many points now? 3 for the pole and 1 for leading. So 4 points he's racked up.
Battle for the third spot. Anthony Emery's trying again on John Barry to his inside. I think this time he's going to get him. Anthony Emery moved up to third.
Yeah, Anthony's kind of on a mission here too. You know, he's 32 points back. He really wants to be up there with Zoltan and John Barry in this points. He wants to be a little closer, even though we still got 3 races to go. And there's, you know, after tonight, there's still a lot on the line here. And if you can close that gap now, you know, that would be a good thing, because the track's coming up might be a little more difficult for him, or I'm not sure. You know, it's hard to say.
Yeah, but I mean, I was just about to say real quick, but what a great job Anthony Emery has done in the second half of the season, because it was a horrific start to the first half. I mean, the first few races were so bad, but then he picked up 2 wins afterwards, and then he's just been having some great results, climbed himself back up to third. I didn't expect to see him in championship contention with a few races left to go this season, but he is showing to be a championship contender late in the season.
I'm thinking we can make this on 1 pit stop, but I'm not really too sure about, you know, I'm not too sure about that. I don't know if they could go 75 laps or not. I really don't.
Chad Oxendine looking underneath Bobby Chaney now. This is for 6, so Chad trying to pick up another spot. This is coming off turn 4.
Yeah,
looks like
he got
Chaney
it.
Chaney looked like he just backed off right there. It's like, okay, I'll let you go. You're a little faster than me. I'm not going to fight you right now, maybe later on. And now behind, Spencer Madden still dropping back. Now here comes Zoltan Herzeg, which is a guy we will be watching for throughout this race, because he is the points leader coming into tonight, only by 7. He's got to keep close with John Barry, Anthony Emery, Chad Oxendine. The top 4 in points are right now running 3rd, 4th, 6th, and 8th now.
8. Yep. So Zoltan is moving forward. Your darling.
Now,
staying with him. Go ahead. Aaron Smith. Oh, Aaron Smith
flipping. Oh, Aaron Smith flipped. Oh my goodness, what in the world happened on the back straightaway?
Go back and take a look at that. Holy smokes.
I think I saw just at the end of it, I think I saw Spencer Madden pop the outside wall coming off turn 2, and unfortunately Aaron Smith had nowhere to go, collided with him, and man, they both go around on the back straightaway.
Oh, that is exactly what happened right there. Boy, and Aaron Smith goes right to the inside wall.
Oh, wow. I'm tell you what, when he hit that curb on the grass, that car went airborne, and it finished off when he hit that wall that he went flipping. It looks like Spencer Madden, looks like he's going to be okay. He's the one that actually got the better end of it. Aaron Smith had nowhere to go, got the worst end of it. So tough luck for Aaron that he's going to be out of this race early on.
And I don't think anybody's coming to Pay Road, at least not in the front right now, Joseph. Everybody's, you know, happy with the way the tires are going right now. They've got enough fuel, you know. And again, like I say, I'm not really sure if they can make it to the halfway mark. I don't know what the fuel mileage is on these things, but I'm going to say it's probably going to be really close. And the more cautions we have, the better it's, you know, better the chances of it.
And it looks like Aaron Smith will be out of the race tonight. And that's a shame for him. But let's see if we can get a quick word in with Daniel Falkingham and see what his car is feeling right now. Daniel, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
I'll tell you what, man, the pole looking fast early on. Of course, still looking for that first win. Is tonight the night?
We'll say try not to wreck this thing on entry because I've done that probably 50 times in practice. So hopefully we're trying to keep the rear tires on, hopefully keep the fronts on as well. Hopefully you don't fly to the catch fence and we'll be all good.
Yeah, how's the track condition out there? Because it looks like you guys are sliding around. I mean, right now the track is at 119 degrees. You got your hands full out there?
Yeah, absolutely. If definitely you try to push that right rear tire, definitely sliding. You're sliding on entry if you overdrive the entry because you don't got a lot of downforce and a really rough racetrack that will lead up the tires. So you definitely want to do a lot of conserving early and just ride at your own pace. And luckily we got the pole to start surprisingly, and now we are just kind of keeping our pace out front, just kind of just logging laps here.
All right, Daniel. Well, good luck out there. Hopefully tonight would be the night, man.
We'll see. Appreciate it, Joe.
All right, single file restarts here. Now Aaron's out of the race. That puts 34 or 19 of them on the, they're still all on the lead lap right now. We got a couple of takers on pit road here just to kind of top off their tanks. Spencer Owens, he comes in.
Looks like we'll get the one to go signal this time by.
Yeah.
Looking good early on. Falkham's pretty
No,
fast.
we
I'll
didn't.
tell you what, Oh, okay. It looks like we're
Wow.
going to go another lap around. All right. Well, let's see. Tell you what, Daniel Falkham's been fast. Jared Darling been keeping up with them, not letting Falkham get far away from him. He's looking good. Anthony Emery looking fast once the run goes on. Chad Oxstein picked up a couple of spots. You got some guys out there that showing early that they've got a race-winning car, but still got a lot of laps to go. 150 laps tonight, and you know, a lot can happen in that many laps.
Yeah, you bet. Yeah,
And
it's
of
kind of
course-
a long race here, Joseph. You know, 150 laps, but that's only 150 miles.
Yeah, it feels 150 laps, but even though it's 150 miles, still feels pretty long.
Yep.
So hopefully we don't have too many cautions to make this race feel even longer. But it looks like we are going to get one to go signal this time by. But so far this race been pretty good. We're seeing some comers, we're seeing some goers, and I tell you what, Spencer Madden, we've definitely seen go, because starting second and all of a sudden he almost dropped outside the top 10 before that little incident. I think he's going to be all right. It doesn't look, I mean, he's got some damage in the back, but I don't think it's going to hurt him too much. All that damage really came from when Aaron Smith hit him. So
Yeah.
he didn't hit the wall or anything. So we'll see what his car is like. Maybe he can figure out something later on that we could see him have a good result.
All right, folks, here we go. Back to green as they go into turn 3 here. The pace car is going to dive to pit road. Single file restart. Daniel Falkingham, Jared Darling, Anthony Emery, John Barry, and Chad Oxendine. That is your top 5. None of these guys pitted. So here we go. High side for Daniel Falkingham. Pace car heads to pit road. Falkingham waiting on that green flag. He's going.
Green, green, green.
And there it is, back under green here at Phoenix tonight. The old Phoenix, the old legacy.
Yeah, it looks like Falkham's pulling away just a little bit more. About a couple of car lengths ahead of Jared Darling. Looks like everybody's single file for the moment. We'll see what it's like going through 3 and 4. Looks like right now, looks like the first battle I see back there is with Bobby Cheney, Nick Mullinex, Zoltan Herzeg. They're all battling for the 6th spot. Cheney had a look to the inside of Nick going into 3, but it looks like Mullinex holds him off, so it looks like we're staying single file for now.
Yeah, that's a good battle going on right there. And, you know, Bobby Cheney finally got himself back into the top 10 last week, and he would really like to maybe even get himself up into the top 5, you know. I mean, he's a long ways out of the points, but it's still doable depending on how these front guys finish. Boy, look at this. I mean, Jared Darling is just right there with Daniel Falkingham. That's amazing. I hope Jared has a good finish tonight.
Yeah, me too. He's had an up and down season, that's for sure. Coming here 14th in points, obviously too far away from the championship now, but still trying to look for some good results before the season ends. So hopefully he has a good one tonight. I'll tell you what, we got another good battle. That's with Chad Oxstein and John Berry. Chad had a run through 3 and 4, but John being able to hold him off. Remember, John's got to have to race with him for the championship as well, even though he's 7 points back, John Berry is, compared to Chad Oxstein being 4th in points, 46 back. You never know what the final few races is going to be like, so every point matters.
Well, Anthony Emery's putting the pressure to John Berry, or Jared Darling right now. Gosh, man, I'm messing up tonight. The heck's the matter with me? Here he goes. He's taking a look to the inside. And he drives it in there deep. Jared just lets him go.
Probably a good idea right now.
Yeah, he doesn't.
And you know Anthony Emery is wanting a comeback right now. Remember a couple of weeks ago, he looked like he had the no tire strategy working for him on the green-white checkered finish at 5 Flags. So all of a sudden, Zoltan, there's that guy in the back of him, moved him out of the way. I mean, Anthony Emery dominated that race as well, led the most.
Yes, he did.
And to come up short like that, he was very frustrated after that race. Didn't want an interview. I mean, I don't blame him. He's looking for redemption tonight. So if I was anybody else that has Anthony Emery in his rearview mirror, I watch out.
Well, John Berry got around Jared Darling, so John Berry moves up to 3rd. And Jared Darling, I don't know, maybe just pacing himself right now. But here comes Chad Oxendine. He would be the next one to try to get around Jared. Takes a look to the inside, going into turn 1. And it looks like Jared's just going to let him go, too.
I think Jared's trying to save some stuff right now.
I think so, too.
Maybe that's the case. Either that or he burned up the tires a little bit just trying to keep up with Falkham on that first run. Remember, these guys only have 3 sets of tires, so you got to be conservative with them.
Well, another battle heating up here is Nick Mucinex and Zoltan Herzeg. Nick come from 7th, and Zoltan came from 13th. So that's a good battle heating up right now on the track.
Zoltan
I just love the looks of these cars. I don't know. It's my favorite. Sorry.
And man, I tell you, Zoltan, he's slowly just moving himself up through the field. Remember, Zoltan, we didn't really see him ever that strong of a performance at 5 Flags until it came down to the final laps. Like, we never saw him up in the race lead at all throughout that race until that final lap. The only lap he led was the checkered flag lap, as he did get around Nick Mullinex for that 6th spot. But Zoltan didn't have like the best performance like we normally see out of him. And but he showed at the finish for 5 Flags, still got the win regardless. But looks like right now he's got a pretty good car. He's just slowly moving up the field. But we got this good battle.
Oh man, John Berry got around Anthony Emery. Now Chad Oxendine's looking. Golly, this is some good racing between them 3.
Yeah, John Berry did get back around Anthony Emery for that 6th spot, and Chad did have an opportunity to get underneath Anthony through 3 and 4, but Anthony did a great job holding him off. The top 4 in points right now, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 6th. So these guys are making sure they don't get too far away from each other.
But while these 3 are racing, Daniel Falkingham is starting to check out. Oh, John Berry loose as all get out coming out of 4.
He is definitely up on the wheel. He's definitely being aggressive early on. That I don't know if being aggressive early on is that good. Trying to burn up those tires. Only 3 sets, like I mentioned. So John being a little aggressive right now.
Well, you know, I heard them guys talking. Some of these guys are shifting into the corners. Now, I talked to Daniel Falkingham there. Well, I heard him talking, let me put it that way, about he was not going to shift tonight. He felt that the car was loose going into the corners and out of the corners. So let's ride along with Daniel here real quick and see if he is shifting. So he must have changed his whole train of thought on that.
Let's see, going through 3 and 4. Man, look how much steering he's putting on that wheel. Man, I tell you, this guy's got a handful for sure.
Yeah, now he shifted in 1 and 2 on that last lap. Yeah, there he downshifted. Okay. Well, he shifted in 1 and 2, but not 3 and 4. Interesting.
I think it's just because it's different cornering, you know.
Yep.
Let's see here. Yeah, no shifting through 3 and 4, but 1 and 2 he is.
Yeah. And, and oh, look at this. Chad Oxendine out to the inside of John Barry as Anthony Emery got around John Barry too. So John Barry got up there. Looks like he may have put some heat in them tires and got a little slick. So I don't think he felt very good coming off the turn 4 there, half sideways.
Definitely not.
Yeah.
It looks like so far, like I said, what we're seeing early on, Volkam's led every lap of this race. He's been pretty fast, 2-second lead all of a sudden. I mean, he's definitely got a very fast car, probably the fastest car we've seen out of him all season long. Emery's pretty fast. Chad Oxendine's been moving up a few spots. He's fast. John Barry, he's doing all right now. I think he needs to find something for the long runs. It doesn't look like he's got anything for the long runs. Maybe he'll figure that out. Jared Darling, he has an all right car as well. Zoltan Herzeg, he's slowly moving up through the field. So we got some comers and goers. But, of course, the lap that matters is the final lap, the checker flag lap. And we'll see who comes out at the best end of it once the night is over.
Boy, these cars, they look like they're so tight going into the corners. I don't know if you noticed that they've got to slow down so much. And I think that's why they're downshifting. So, that's... I'm riding along with Jared Darling right now. Yeah, he's downshifting. He's downshifting in all the corners. So.
Looks like it's a preference thing for some of these drivers. Volkam downshifting in 1 and 2, but not in 3 and 4. Darling doing it in both corners.
Zoltan taking a look here. I don't know. He's taking a look inside Jared Darling. Everybody else seemed to get by Jared okay, but and Zoltan, he is downshifting too, so guy's pretty much kind of like dead heat coming off the corners. Thing is, you're not in the gas all that long. That's the thing that really gets me. You're just really not in it very long. Wow, look at this. Chad Oxendine putting the pressure on Anthony Emery. Oh, my gosh.
Definitely putting some pressure on him.
Yeah.
I was watching that the last couple laps. He gets right up to the back bumper, but just can't get enough to get underneath them. Meantime, while that's going on, Volkim just keeps pulling away. I know Chad wants to get around Anthony to see if he could chase some of that time down. Zoltan actually just got around Jared Darling for the 5th spot.
Oh, boy. He's coming from 13th. The biggest mover out there right now, I believe.
And the top 4 in points is literally 2nd through 5th right now.
Yep. Isn't that something?
That's pretty something. I'm telling you, these guys are making sure they don't get away from each other. They want to get out their sights.
That's a fact. Nick Mucinek's now back in 7th place. He has really dropped off of the pace a lot here because he's 2.3 seconds behind 6th place Jared Darling. So he's a long ways back. Everybody's still on the lead lap though right now. That's great. All the way back to Elijah Gracia. Elijah's struggling here. He's got some damage, I do believe. Maybe not. I don't know. I can't tell if that looks like the front end might be damaged just a little bit, but he's struggling right now. Yeah, he's got some damage on the right front corner. But he's not that far ahead of the leader, Daniel Falkingham. Only a couple of seconds, a second and a half maybe.
The yellow flag is out.
Oh, we got a caution. Jared Darling.
Oh, Jared Darling, what happened to him down the back straightaway?
Go see here. I don't see anybody around him. Did he just lose it? Must have lost it on his own.
Probably off turn 2 like we saw in the first caution.
Oh man, he was loose coming off of 2 and Yep, just spun it down. Is he going to hit the inside wall? Oh, man.
No.
Nope. Wow,
Misses
good
it.
job.
The wall he did hit was coming off turn 2 when
Yeah.
after he got loose. Hopefully he didn't hit too hard, but man, that's a tough break for Darling. He had a fast car early on, and now all of a sudden he's in trouble. But before that was happening, Chad Oxstein actually was side by side with Emery for second, but Emery did hold him off before that. Whoa, we got some takers here and some fakers. Falkingham comes in, Anthony Emery, Chad Oxstein, John Barry, they all stay out. Zoltan did as well. So we got some different strategies going on.
Well, this is going to put Daniel back in the field a ways, but yeah, not too far because it looks like everybody back there pitted.
This is interesting. I mean, definitely an interesting strategy going on. But could it work out for Falkingham? You never know. I mean, Spencer Madsen,
Spencer come in, I think, to probably get a little bit more damage fixed up on that car. Brett Pancari actually beat Daniel Falkingham off of pit road. So, 2-tire stop for Brett. So, but Anthony Emery.
Got a copy?
Yeah, I gotcha.
I'll tell you what, man. We've seen it throughout the season. You've been good on long runs. You're showing it again. All of a sudden, you're up to second after the leader came down pit road. You almost had second spot on Anthony Emery before the caution came out, but car's looking pretty good nonetheless. What are your thoughts on it?
Yeah, man, feeling good. Just needed another corner. I would have been around Emery here and would have had the lead there. But no, feeling good. I love this track. It's a fun little track, and it's a driver's type of track. So feel good, feel competitive, ready to win one of these things tonight. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah, how's the car out there? We've seen you guys slide around out there a lot. You up on that wheel for sure?
Yeah, definitely. It's a little tricky getting into these corners, these flat corners. You know, you're doing a pretty good clip down the straightaways, and then there's no banking really to hold the car. So entry to 3 is pretty tricky. You got to be careful there. Entry to 1's pretty tight, pretty much one line, but otherwise, it's a fun track. It's difficult, though. Definitely up on the wheel tonight.
All right. Well, Chad, you're doing a good job again tonight. Hopefully, maybe we'll see you in victory lane. You're still looking good in the points. Coming in, still trying to chase down that championship with a few races to go. Good luck out there.
Thank you, guys. Enjoy the race as always. Take care.
Yeah, he is looking strong. Well, Daniel, even though he pitted, he'll come out. He's going to be restarting in 6th place, so not too bad. Led the first 36 laps of the race. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, but now he's got fresh tires. Watch him drive up past these cars and maybe get up to the front since he's got fresh tires. Pretty much 38, 39 lap fresher tires than the guys in front of him.
Yeah, and he did a 4-tire change too, where Brett Pancari only did a 2-tire. Now that'll be interesting to see. I'm kind of curious to see how that 2-tire change is going to work out for Brett. I mean, we haven't seen that people have that good of luck with 2-tire changes in this series, you know, in these older cars. But on a short track like this, it could make a difference. But let's see how if it's going to make a big enough difference for maybe Daniel to get by him. And that'll kind of set the tone. You know, you got to try different things like that. You know, I mean, just to see what's going to loosen the car up or tighten it up, or, you know, got to try something different.
Definitely agree with you. Well, it looks like, once again, Anthony Emery, your new race leader, looks like we will go back racing next time around. Be lap 42 when we do. Going to have 109 laps to go when we do go back racing. So far, so good. Only 2 cautions. One was for, the first one was for Aaron Smith. And then now this recent one was with Jared Darling, who was having a strong run early on. Had some trouble still out there on the racetrack, but he's got a long way to go if he's going to have a good result tonight. So here we go. Anthony Emery leading the way. Chad Oxtein 2nd. John Barry 3rd. Zoltan Herzog 4th. Brett Pancari rounds out the top 5. The pace car is going to pull off. Lap 42, we restart. And Anthony Emery already on the line.
Green.
Flag back in the air.
Haven't done that in a while. Sorry. Like a kid with a candy store, you know. Well, Falkingham already up to 5th. It didn't take long to get by Brett Pancari.
It ain't going to be long until he catches Zoltan and the other guys in front of him
Oh,
on those
yeah,
fresh
look
tires. Look at that.
they're stacking up.
Oh, man. I tell you, Zoltan had
Wow.
to check up because John
Yeah.
didn't go.
Wow, man. Well, Nick Mucinex is on them fresh tires, too. Look out for him, Joseph.
The yellow flag is out.
Oh, we got a caution. Who is
Oh, yeah, we do.
Jared Darling? No. Elijah Gracia, I think it was.
Elijah Gracia looks like in trouble.
Yeah, let's go see what happened
Yeah.
here to Elijah. Wow.
That's indeed what happened. It was Elijah Gracia.
Yep. Wow, he was loose going into the corner right there. It looks like he battled with Tom Mercier. Oh, he had to hit the brakes. I think he locked the brakes up, Joseph. Oh, man. So things are going from bad to worse for Elijah today. I wonder, maybe, can we get a word in with him, maybe? Find out what's going on?
If you want.
Yeah. I think he was in here. I think I seen him in here. Yeah, there he is. Get him up here real quick. Elijah Gracia, you got a copy?
Yes, I do.
Wow, what's going on out there, brother? Things just went from bad to worse for you. What happened?
I thought Tom was on new tires, and unfortunately he wasn't, and he braked way earlier than I was expecting to, so.
And did you lock up the brakes? Is that what happened?
Yeah, I just locked it up.
Oh, man. Well, you're coming to pit road. What do you think of I mean, they're pretty loose out there today, ain't it?
It's kind of loose, but then it's kind of tight. I don't know. It just depends how hard you're driving the car, so.
Yeah. I'll let you make your pit stop here.
Oh, only a couple seconds. Sweet.
Oh, good. Well, so, but now what we've been seeing, some guys are shifting, some guys are not. What's your preference?
I shift later into the run, but it's just in 1 and 2. 3 and 4, you really don't have to.
Okay. I know they're dropping a lot of speed, you know, to get down there to, make sure that they got that run off of the corner. And I heard Daniel talking earlier. This was before the race. He said he wasn't going to shift because of the way the car was feeling so loose out there. As he went and took the pole, fastest in practice, and took the pole, but he is shifting now. So we've been hearing him shift. So, all right, well, Elijah, I'll let you go, buddy. Good luck out there for the rest of the race.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, sir. All right. So Anthony Emery is our leader. He's got that lead now, Joseph. He doesn't want to give it up.
Definitely not, that's for sure. Falkingham moved up one spot before that caution came out. Of course, he's on the fresher tires than the 4 guys in front of him. So, as a matter of fact, the top 4 now in points are in the top 4 in the race. But Emery, of course, leading those laps. That's going to help him get some bonus points. I know he's got 1 point for leading a lap. Hopefully, to lead the most laps. And it depends on where he ends up. Hopefully, ahead of the other in the points. Close in on that points lead with 3 races to go.
Well, a guy that I've been kind of keeping an eye on here, he does have some damage on the back. Cody Miller, which actually picked up a couple spots in the points their last race. It wasn't last week because they were off last week, but he's picked up a few positions out here now. He's up to 11th, so that'll be interesting to see how he does with that. And also a guy we ain't talked about, another one that we haven't talked about is Sean Williams. He slipped himself into the top 10. That's pretty awesome.
Going back to the... Oh, no, we're still under caution. Looks like we'll go green next time by.
Yeah. Well, pretty good race so far, I think. For what the guys are having to deal with out there, But this is the third caution in 47 laps, so and you know how these guys go. The longer they go, the more they learn about the car on the track, and I think it'll just make for better racing as the time goes on here, because we're almost a third of the way.
All right, gonna go back green next time around. Be lap 49. Anthony Emery, your race leader. Oxendine second, Barry third, Herzeg, Falkia, Molinex, Cheney, Robin, Hilbrands, Williams rounds out the top 10 in points. But yeah, only 3 cautions tonight, not too bad. Only 1 lead change. That was because of the pit stop when Falkia came down pit road and
Right.
Anthony Emery stayed out. Of course, the top 4 here has not pitted yet tonight. We will see when that first pit stop comes about, but we'll see if that pitting early for Falkiam works out good for him. We don't know what strategy is going to work out. I guess it just depends when the caution falls. But here we go. We're going to go back racing.
All right. Pace car is just about ready to head to pit road. There it goes. And Anthony Emery
Green, green,
on the
green.
loud pedal. Green, green, green. Oh, who's that jumped out there? Bobby Cheney jumped out of line trying to get that run on Nick Mucinex. And he's going to clear Josh Robin. Maybe. Nope. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, he got him. Very good. Very good. Cheney feeling pretty comfortable right now with that car.
Walkingham.
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
That's
This is 50 lap old tires on Zoltan and 12 lap old tires on Falkingham. That's the difference right there. 38 laps different. He's chopping the field down now. Look at this. Taking a look to the inside of John Barry for third. And he's going to get it. John ain't going to fight him too awful hard because he knows he's on fresh tires.
Up to the third spot, Falkingham goes now. Really fast on those tires. It'll be a matter of time till he catches Chad Oxendine and Emery. Looking pretty good. Another guy on fresh tires is Nick Molinex. He's looking to the inside. Zoltan Herzeg, Cheney, also on new tires.
Yeah.
These guys that pitted early on those fresher tires now chopping through the field. Cheney, Josh Robin. Look at Molinex for fourth now.
But I've noticed Falkingham's kind of got, well, no, I take that back. He's going to try it on the outside of Chad Oxendine, and he's going to get it. Maybe.
Not clear yet. Chad
Yeah, he's not clear yet.
Putting up a good fight. Falkingham to his outside still.
There, he got it.
There we go. He got it now.
Wow. I think he just learned something right there. Maybe that outside line might be the place to pass because these guys are all going to try to be on the bottom. So
I think it's because it's just a tire difference.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think if these guys were on equal tires, I'm not sure if that outside lane would have worked.
Right.
Did Zoltan Herzeg just bounce off the wall coming off too?
Oh,
no.
He might have.
I don't know. No, it looks like he just got sideways off the corner. He's fine. I
Okay.
thought he bounced off the wall at first,
Yeah.
but he is dropping back now because the
Yeah, he
guys on
is.
fresher tires.
Yeah, the thing of it is him and John Barry are on the same age of tires. So John Barry, oh my gosh, how did he keep it off of him?
and for the lead, Falkingham now to the inside of Emery, and he takes the
Wow.
lead.
Great job by Daniel Falkingham.
And now, Oxendine putting the pressure on Emery now. Same with Molinex now putting pressure on Oxendine.
Yep, Molinex has got them fresh tires too, just like Daniel does, so. Oh, Anthony, man, almost out of shape right there coming out of turn 2.
See what Chad does through 3 and 4. If he's gonna think about trying to attempt a pass here. He's on the inside. Emery gets a little bit high, but let's see if Emery gets a run off turn 4 up that high lane.
Oh, man.
Close. him off for now.
Yep, and look at Molinex up on the high side here. Remember, he's got them fresh tires. That's a good battle between Molinex and Chad Oxendine. It looks like Molinex is going to get it. Yeah. Old Nick Mucinex moving forward.
Now going to second. Trying.
Trying.
He did it.
Yep.
He was trying.
Anthony Emery does not want to let that happen, but I think eventually he's just going to have to give up.
Right now,
There it is.
It's going to happen because Emery got loose off turn 2. He's going to have to give it to him now. Oxendine for third.
Yeah, with Anthony slowed up there a little bit, that really cost him a lot of time. And you know, we've been talking about Chad Oxendine a lot this season, a lot, Joseph. And I know it's been kind of in your mind the whole season long that he's good on them long runs, and he's been out there 58 laps.
I'm just telling you, this kid has shown talent. His first season in Newark has done a really good job. He's in championship contention, 4th in the points coming in, 46 points back. After tonight, it'll be 3 races left. He's got a shot for the championship. I mean, he just doesn't have a win this season, but he's had some really good runs. I expect him to eventually be a winner in Newark. Hopefully tonight.
Yeah.
I've been wanting to see him win one of these races. The guy's got a great personality, great attitude.
Yeah.
Always positive, even through the bad. So he's just having some fun this season.
Well, again, Falkingham checking out a little bit there on Molinex, but Molinex under fire by Oxendine. I was just watching a battle back here. Bobby Cheney really trying to get by Anthony Emery.
Yeah, just haven't been able to get a run yet. Of course, Cheney's on those fresh tires as well. I don't see the fresh tires be an advantage all of a sudden. It seems like the longer this run's going, it seems like they're all of a sudden they're going to be on pretty much equal wear on the tires and stuff. Man, Cheney went way up high there.
Yeah, I don't think that was anticipated. It's like that corner crept up on him really quick. Zoltan now back in 6th place. Still looking good though. I mean, for a chance, he has not been to pit road yet today. And again, I think a lot of these guys may be, I really don't know, but they may be planning on just making it a 1 pit stop. Some of them maybe. But I think that these guys up front here right now with Daniel and Nick, they had the right attitude right there to come into pit road, get them fresh tires, get out there. Now they can make it a little further, and then that last lap or that last run, they only have to go maybe 40 laps on that final set of tires.
Speaking of pit stops, Josh Robin just came off pit road to make his pit stop. He's lapped down now, so apparently there's some drivers that's thinking about pit stops very soon. But yeah, it seems like a few drivers that's trying to do it on 2 pit stops. Some drivers trying to do it just only on 1 pit stop, but we'll just see what strategy works out at the end of this race. Some guys willing to do 1 pit stop, some guys willing to do 2. I think Falkingham and the guys that did come down pit road under the second caution, I think they're trying to do it on 2 pit stops. Maybe they find something out, figure something out. Maybe it'll work out good for them. How about this heated battle for the 2nd spot? Chad Oxendine putting a lot of pressure on Molinex.
Well, I was just watching Elijah there just past John Barry. Now, Elijah did a 2-tire change after that spin, and we talked to him there. He did a 2-tire change come out of pit road, and he just passed John Barry for 7th. So that makes him the biggest mover out there right now. He's come from 19th to 7th.
I tell you what, John Barry's struggling right now. He got off turn 2 very tight. I thought he was honestly going to go into that outside wall, but right now he's having pressure on Tony Hillbrands as trying to get around from the 8th spot. And this is not what John Barry wants with 2 races left to go. While Zoltan is still up there ahead of him, John Barry dropping back. That's points he's losing right now.
Yep. Oh, Cody Miller. And they're going to go 3 wide? You're kidding kidding me? No, 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 no.
Oh, this is a worst nightmare for
Oh!
John. They make contact.
Oh, and John
gonna
goes
go
up into the wall. Oh my gosh.
I'm not sure. I don't think he's going to be happy about that move from Cody Mill. He's still struggling off the corner.
Oh my gosh.
Side
And,
by side once again.
and look who's in the picture now. Will Klein. Cody's going to get by John Barry. Will Klein and Brett Pocari and Will's going to go to the outside of John Barry. And he's going to get that past much newer tires.
Yeah, John's struggling right now.
Yeah. Well, he's been out there 66 laps, so, you know.
Yeah,
And
but
Will Klein's got 19 laps on his tires.
hopefully that hitting the outside wall, hopefully that damage is not hurting him too bad. Hopefully it's just the bad tires. Meanwhile, back up towards the front, Chad Oxine did finally get around Nick Molinex for second. So Chad, only 1.3 seconds back from Volcam now, is starting to show up.
I'm telling you, that car's just on rails here tonight. He is just on rails, Joseph.
Yeah, not too bad.
I mean, we're well past the halfway mark here. Look at, and these guys are still, or no, I'm sorry, not quite at the half. I looked at the number wrong, my bad. Anyhow, they're almost at the halfway mark. And that kind of falls into where I think maybe some of the guys might try to just push the envelope and go about as far as they can. And the guys that can do it, we know, is going to be like Chad Oxendine and Anthony Emery. Those guys, they've got some long run cars out there today.
Yeah, but Volcam's still pulling away, though.
Yeah.
He just went up to a second and a half, picked up a couple of tenths that last lap, so Volcam's still pretty fast. I think Volcam really, I don't want to jinx anything yet, but I think he's got the race-winning car. I think he's finally going to have a shot. Man, I tell you what, the first half of the season as well for him has been a struggle. Second half, he's had some good results, but just haven't been able to get that win this season. He's looking good tonight, and hopefully he does get it tonight.
Well, as long as he doesn't choke, because we've seen that out of him earlier in the season. Yeah, he had the race.
Yeah, Charlotte was a good example. He had the race in his hands. He had the trophy in his hands until late race crash. Oh, in it! Trouble! Turn
Caution,
3!
yellow
Anthony
flag.
has crashed in turn number 3.
Oh, no, not Anthony.
One of the championship contenders coming into tonight with 3 races after tonight, be 3 races left this season, has crashed entering turn 3. Caution comes out again. A lot of damage to his race car, and that's just a shame for him.
Oh, man, he was so loose. He is just so loose out there. Please tell me. Oh, he just drove it in there too hard.
He drove it in way too hard and then pow into the outside wall. I mean, that was nothing Cheney or Zoltan did.
No. And we know, from that 5 Flags race there, with Zoltan kind of giving Anthony the old bumper there at the very end. Well, here we go, because some of the guys that pitted earlier are staying out, and the guys that did not, Chad Oxendine and the whole company here, are coming to pit road. So now those guys out front are going to be the sitting ducks.
Oh, yeah, definitely, for sure. I tell you what's going to be a good break for this caution is John Barry. He was really struggling.
Yeah.
He really needed that caution. But, yeah, the guys that pitted earlier staying out, while the other guys that did not are coming in. So we're going to see those guys move up through the field while maybe these guys will be struggling. So, and it looks like, unfortunately for Anthony Emery, he's going to pull it behind the wall. Championship implications right now here at Phoenix. Championship implications. Anthony Emery coming in here third in the points, 32 points back from the points lead, is out here in Phoenix. And now he's got 3 races left to go to try to pull himself together. Breaking news as well, Bobby Cheney is also out.
Yeah, what the heck?
He dropped out or something because he was riding under caution. I don't know if he dropped connection. Hopefully,
no, he disconnected manually. Oh, man. Wow. Well, what do you say we talk to Nick Mullinex?
I was just about to bring him up here in the booth because I was actually about to speak with him. So let's see if we can get him
Nice.
up here. Nick, you got a copy?
I have a copy. How y'all doing today?
We're doing pretty good. I tell you what, you seem to be having a pretty good car. Of course, you were on fresher tires than some of the guys in front of you. You got by them. Now all of a sudden you're up to second. Do you have anything? You seem like you have on the same strategy with Falkingham up ahead of you, who's been strong all race long. Do you got anything for him for the second half of this race?
I don't think anyone does, honestly. He's just consistently too quick throughout the beginning, middle, and end stages of runs. So if anyone's going to get by him, it's going to be because of something strategy related. So that's going to be what I'm going to try if I'm in the situation too.
What's the car like out there for you? We see you guys sliding around. We see some guys shifting through the corners. What's the car like out there for you? And are you shifting at all through these corners?
I've been shifting the entirety of the last run, yeah. I feel like it's helping a lot with the drive off without really impacting the right front a whole lot, which is helpful because it feels really nice everywhere, honestly, except the exit of 1 and 2, which is just, you get through the beginning, fine, you get to the middle, like, hey, yeah, this is feeling good, and then the banking increases by 0.5 millimeter, and all of a sudden someone replaced your nice race car with a dump truck. And I mean, it's loaded with gravel, too. It is full.
Yeah, I can only imagine. Just watching it from up here, it just seems like you guys, from time to time, just struggling entry and exit of the corner. So hopefully you keep that car clean, man. Have a good result tonight. You're looking good out there. We'll hopefully talk to you again after this race. Good luck out there.
Here's hoping. Thank you. Y'all enjoy.
Well, he sounds pretty confident, Joe. He sounds like he's got the car feels really good to him.
Yeah, he said that he's not sure if anybody's going to beat Falkingham, though.
Yeah.
So far, I mean, it doesn't seem like anybody can beat Falkingham right now. He's just been flying just solid. Nick said it could probably, the only way to beat him is on strategy, but you never know. We're about to hit the second half of this race. It'll be Falkingham the race lead with Nick in second, so a lot can happen in this race. We've seen it in the past in Newark. So
Well,
now,
good luck trying to beat Daniel on
Hang
strategy.
on, we're not going green. Not going green.
now
Oh, they delayed
I'll tell you what, looks like they delayed the caution. I don't know what for, but I'll tell you what, other championship contenders. Right now, Chad Oxendine is sitting 7th, Zoltan Herzeg 8th, John Barry back to the 13th spot. So hopefully John Barry can pass some of these guys and try to get some more points. He doesn't really have to worry about Anthony Emery right now, but he's still got to worry on where Herzeg and Oxendine are because he doesn't want to get too far away from him. A guy that we've seen now all of a sudden in the top 5. How about Cody Miller? Up to 4th,
Yeah.
Elijah Gracia after that spin earlier, 5th. So we're seeing some guys we haven't mentioned too much so far tonight, also in the top 5.
And I think Elijah might have maybe took fuel only. I don't think he even changed any tires. So Tony Hillbrand's up there. Oh my gosh, man, yeah. But the front 4 have been out here for 38 laps, Joseph. Now, remember, this is exactly what happened when Daniel Falkingham pitted and everybody else stayed out. He went right up through the field and just took them out after about 5 or 6 laps. So let's see if these guys can do it.
We'll have to see what happens here. Here we go. We've reached
Get 'em
the
going.
We've reached the second half of this race. Falkingham, Molinex, Madden, Miller, Gracia, your top 5. Pace car is going to pull off. And we're going to restart on lap 77.
Green, green.
Here we go. Green flag back in the air.
Oh, pretty good jump there by Daniel. He knows he's got to stay out there. How long is it going to be? Here comes Chad Oxendine on the inside of Tony Hillbrand's already, and followed by Zoltan Herzeg.
Got fresh tires coming up through the
Oh,
field
yeah.
right now.
How long is it going to be before they get there? They probably got to give a couple laps to get them tires a little bit of heat in them, but Oxendine right on the bumper. Oh my gosh, it's about took the back bumper of Elijah's car off there. And it would slow him up just enough. Zoltan's going to get by him.
Yeah, Chad had to check up a little bit because Elijah had to
Yeah.
check up from Cody Miller. So but that opened the door for Zoltan to get around Oxidine. Now, trying to get around Elijah. I tell you what, man, that's a tough break for Chad Oxidine because I feel like he could have held Zoltan off for a little while, but him checking up cost him some momentum and cost him a spot.
Oh, man. Wow. Zoltan's got to be careful with that. That pit road entrance is awful bumpy right there. When you cut the corner off of 4, that, man, it just kind of unloaded that car, but he managed to get through it, so that's good for him. He's up to 4th.
Chad Oxidine had a little moment coming off turn 2, got a little bit sideways. He seems to be all right now. Still trying to get around Miller for that 5th spot. He does. Now up ahead, Herzeg around Madden.
Yes, sir. He's coming. He's eating these guys up with these older tires, and he's going to get around Mucinek. Oh, a little bump there.
He drove it in a little bit too much, but still worked out good for him.
Yeah, I'm sure Nick's probably not too happy about that little bump, but he managed to get out of it. And now he's got about a 1.1 seconds to get up to Daniel Falkingham to take this lead. Zoltan, he really wants that 1 lap lead to get that bonus point, Joseph.
For sure.
Falkingham, man, I hear 43 laps on these tires, and Zoltan's got 9. He's chopping it down. Look at this, under a second now.
Chad did get around there. How about this? Tommy Gossett putting himself in the top 5. He's another guy that's got fresher tires.
Yeah, I seen that. That's awesome. And for starting in 9th, and he went to the back of the field pretty early. Now he's coming back. Got that Nashville Super Speedway car. Yeah, I can't wait till that starts up. So Tommy, maybe we'll have to meet up there, go to a race together or something. That would be awesome.
4th place, Brown Molinex.
Yes, sir. Got them fresh tires. Tommy said he wasn't too sure about this track here tonight. He's not very good here, but could have fooled me.
For the lead.
Yep.
Zoltan trying to get around Falkingham to the inside, going into 1.
And Daniel really shouldn't fight him too much because he knows Zoltan's on them way fresher tires.
But watch Chad Oxendine too, right there.
Yeah.
He wants to get around Falkingham. He wants to see if he can have the car to get around Zoltan as well. Looks like right now Falkingham doing a very good job on that outside lane to hold off Herzeg, but I think Herzeg's going to get him right now. Yes, he does.
Yeah, he got him.
Turn 4, new leader, Zoltan Herzeg.
Led his first lap of the race on lap 83, folks. Or 84, I should say. And Chad Oxendine gets by.
So Zoltan looking for his 5th win of the season tonight. He got the win a couple weeks ago at 5 Flags with a bump and run on Anthony Emery. Looking to go back-to-back for the 2nd time this season as well. He's gone back-to-back at one point this season. He's trying to do it again and also try to increase on his points lead as well.
Right. I'm telling you, Joseph, I'm starting to become a Chad Oxendine fan really quick here because I'm kind of paying attention to what you've been saying about him. He's due for a win. The longer he runs in here, I think the better he's getting. Not in this race, but I mean in the league. And I just think that he has fit in like a glove with these guys, hasn't he?
Oh, he has. I mean, he is. We didn't know who he was coming into this season. You know, we didn't know what kind of potential he had.
Right.
But he's definitely hit my high expectations out of this kid. Just hopefully, eventually, he'll get that win. He's in it for the championship with 4 races left, and which is good to see. And it's definitely got to give him some confidence even for future seasons to come.
Well, he's got a lot of ground to make up, but with Anthony Emery now out, and Anthony's clear back in 19th, if Chad Oxendine can finish in 2nd here, Anthony did lead a lap, so he got a bonus point out of that, but gosh, there's 14 points separating them two. So Chad Oxendine actually would move into 3rd spot, I do believe, unofficially, if he can finish up here, in the top, in the podium. He's making Zoltan earn that top position, isn't he?
It definitely is. Tell you what, Tommy Gossett back here in the 4th spot is starting to close in on Falkingham, of course, on
Yep.
newer tires than Falkingham is. Tommy just trying to figure out a way to get by him for the 3rd spot.
Yeah, I bet you Daniel's thinking, dang, I should have stopped and took tires on that last caution. But you're limited.
Oh, look how tight
it's
it is
tight.
right there.
Yeah.
But it could, you know, if he gets another caution, could get some new fresh tires. It could work out for him later on. So I can't count him out. So maybe it isn't a bad thing that he's on those old tires right now. But Tommy Gossett to the inside for 3rd. Falkingham not giving up that spot, though. He's going to have to now.
Yeah, that was close right there. He's coming back, though. Look at that fight back on the outside. Oh, my gosh. Tommy just can't clear him.
And can he do it right here?
There he got it.
He
Yep.
did now, because Falkingham, man, did he get sideways off the corner?
Yes, he
almost
did.
into the outside wall.
Yes. Man. That was a great pass right there by Tommy Gossett, I got to say. And Daniel did everything right. He did just exactly what he needed to do, was keeping Tommy pinned right down to that bottom. But look at this. He's trying to come back on the inside of Tommy. I don't think that's going to work.
I think Tommy's going to hold him off here.
Yeah.
Another guy I want to point out real quick that, you know, he was fast in practice, but hasn't really shown a lot so far in this race. How about Will Klein back in the 7th spot?
Yeah.
He actually got into the top 10 just a few laps ago. He's been running outside of it for most of this race, pretty much the whole first half. But all of a sudden, he's up to 7th. We'll see what he can do towards the end of this race. What kind of strategy is he on? And maybe he can find a way to have a good result. Maybe, like he was fast in practice, maybe find something to get a podium.
Well, I don't think he'll have a problem if he can get up there to Nick Mullinex to pass him. But here's another guy, too, Sean Williams, that is now in the top 5, Joseph. He started 17th on the field, and he's moved into the top 5.
Sean Williams doing a great job so far tonight as well. He's had an up and down season. Sean Williams had. He's in here 13th in the points. He dropped out of the top 10 points after 5 flags. Hasn't really been the season he's wanting to have, but looking good tonight. Of course, he's one of the guys on the fresher tires as well. So he's up there in 5th. I tell you what, this is a tight battle with Nick Mullinex and Will Klein all of a sudden behind him.
Yeah, very tight. Nick's on the older tires, and he's staying right with these guys. Look at this, taking a look to the inside of Sean Williams. And he's going to get it,
Sean,
and look at that. Wow.
Yeah, Sean went way up high through 3 and 4, and that opened the door for Will Klein as well to get around him.
Yep, very good. Well, back up front here, Zoltan and Chad going at it.
And Chad is really being aggressive. I mean, he is up on that wheel. He got a little sideways off turn 2, lost a little bit of ground, but he is staying right there.
Man, awesome race with these guys up here, man. I'm telling you. Well, we're coming up on the two-thirds mark of the race. Here in another 6 laps, so 4 cautions so far, not bad. They had to get things sorted out there at the beginning, you know.
And not too bad. I mean, 4 cautions and 95 laps are about to be completed. It's been a solid race so far, and had some pretty good battles and some good racing overall tonight. Not too bad.
Some of these cameras I don't like. Sorry about that. Sorry I'm going through these cameras, folks. Some of them I just don't like. Tommy Gossett is 1.9 seconds behind Chad Oxendine. And man, Falkingham, that car is everything but sideways. It's coming out of every corner. He's driving everything he can with them older tires, Joseph.
Yeah, definitely, for sure. Of course, on old tires right now, but maybe he's on the right strategy call. We don't know. We'll
Yeah.
have to see based on if the cautions fall in his favor, or hell, if this race goes green all the way. Never know about that. This race could go green all the way. He's going to have to make a pit stop before it's all said and done.
Yeah. And I think a caution right now would kind of change things up a lot, because, see, that would put everybody in the window of making it the rest of the way on fuel. It would be managing your tires. And I think everybody would probably come to pit road just knowing that fact. Tom Mercier are going to go a lap down.
Oh, but look at this. Chad Oxendine is
yep.
trying to fight hard on the outside. This is a battle for the lead all of a sudden taking place.
Oh, we know Chad can save them tires. He's a good tire saver. I'm glad that he's learned that, how to do that. Be fast and save tires. That's kind of like a Bobby Zielinski type thing,
Man, I tell you what, Chad Oxendine really wants that first win. It always seems like that first win, like for a career in any league, is the hardest to get. And after that, it seems like you're able to get more and more wins. So I feel once Chad finally gets that elusive first win in his North career, I feel that he's going to be in contention for a lot more wins.
Well, that battle in there getting around Tom Mercier.
He doesn't get sideways like that.
Yep. That let Tommy Gossett close up a little bit here now. He's down to 1.7 seconds behind Chad Oxendine.
Man, I tell you, Chad is
he's
really being aggressive.
Yeah, he's driving it a bit too hard right now. He needs to kind of just relax a little bit. They got to get through another pit stop here, so yeah, he just needs to chill right now. Don't try to push that thing where you're going to wreck it, He's earned his way to get the second place. He's definitely earned it today, so don't blow it now. Come on, Chad. We're rooting for you, buddy. Yeah. Yeah, Matthew says in chat, he said, Oxendine on the radio. Here, kitty. Yep, that's exactly right.
He closes in on Herzeg going into the corner, but Herzeg gets him off. So he's really going to have be right up to his back bumper coming off the corner if he's going to have an opportunity going into the corner.
I'll tell you what, Joseph, next week, the points are going to be really interesting to see. I think we're going to see some people change positions in points. John Barry now has fallen back to 8th place. He is closing up on Sean Williams, though. That would be for 7th. And we've been watching John here. He's had some great races as of late, winning the Talladega Duels. Man, that was mind-blowing. I don't think that's ever been done in Nork, has it? That somebody's won both of the duels?
Yep, nope, hasn't happened.
Man, he was the first one to do it. Here goes the inside of Sean Williams.
John was actually in 11th not too long ago.
Yeah.
And able to pass up a few cars. I think maybe he saved some tires as well for this run, and now he's starting to pick them off one at a time. Right now, he's over 3.5 seconds behind Will Klein for 6th.
Yeah.
But, he definitely, I tell you what, I know 7th isn't too bad, but when you got the championship contenders that he's vying with, 1st and 2nd, that's not what he wants.
Right. Will Klein is really keeping the pressure on Nick Mullinex here. He's got way fresher tires, like 36 lap newer tires. But as long as he hasn't abused them, that may be a factor coming down here the next few laps.
Well, we went back green on lap 77. It's been 28 laps on this run so far, so I think the tires are starting to equal pretty much throughout the field now.
Right.
The guys that did come in for fresh tires, so now all of a sudden the tires are weared out, so they're pretty much. It depends on how much people has been saving and how much people have not, So I think I don't think fresh tires are being too much an advantage at this point.
Well, look at this. Oxendine's still hanging on the back bumper. Man, I am telling you.
Wonder how many times Zoltan has had to look out his rear view mirror to know where Chad is. He's putting the
Yeah.
pressure right now. Doing a good job holding them off, though.
You know, and Zoltan probably, well, I'm not going to say this lightly, but, you know, he's probably in cruise mode right now, just trying to stay focused on what's ahead of him. Maybe not as, you know, not so much what's behind him. Sure, he knows that Chad's there keeping the pressure on him, but as he sees Chad slipping and sliding a little bit, he may not be too concerned. And he may have changed up his aggression as going into the corners and stuff a little and taking a little more time with it, because, and that might be why that's keeping Chad on his bumper. He knows that he can stay on his bumper by getting by him. Could be a whole nother thing. Now, the question is when are these guys going to make their final pit stop?
We'll just have to wait and see, and hopefully we'll see what's going to be the right strategy. I mean, we don't know right now what the right strategy is, because, again, this race could go green for the rest of the way, or it can a caution can come out and it could change the whole strategy. I would have a feeling, Rudy, once the caution comes out, I feel everybody's going to come down pit road, because we won't have to make any more pit stops at all. And I think late in this race, you don't want anybody to have a fresh tire advantage over themselves. So I would not be surprised we see everybody come down pit road if a caution falls.
Yeah. Matthew, I don't have a crank it up, but here's what we can do. I can ride along with somebody and we'll crank it up. How's that? Let's ride along with Chad Oxendine. This seems to be the battle up here, so let's crank it up on Chad Oxendine. How's that? All right, well, that's the best I could do because I don't have a crank it up for this track. Guy that used to make the camera packs for me there, Ryan Eckstein, I haven't seen him in a coon's age. I don't know where he's been, and he made a lot of camera packs for me with the crank it up in it. Hey, Will Klein now into fourth, Joseph. And Daniel just keeps going backwards. I don't know, man. He's got something planned, but I don't know what that plan is. I mean, he's going to have to make a pit stop here soon, I would think. He is extremely loose coming off them corners. John Barry now in seventh. He did get around Sean Williams, so John trying to save as much as he can out of this and stay in second place in points. No, I don't think there's a problem. He'll stay in second. Yeah, he'll stay in second. That's not a problem. Yeah. Oxendine's going to probably pick up a spot from Anthony Emery, and Zoltan is starting to put some distance on Chad Oxendine.
Yeah, I don't know if Chad may have burned those tires out a little bit trying to race Chad, or Chad might try to save some more tires. Maybe. We don't know. These guys are playing different strategies right now, and we'll see what works out. But yeah, Chad losing a little bit of ground. Looks like down pit road right now, Cody Miller is just leaving the pits. He just came in for his pit stop.
That's his final pit stop. He'll go 2 laps down, though. But he should be able to, I don't know, he might be able to get one of them laps back, but a caution, if he could get one lap the old-fashioned way, if he could get one back from that, and then a caution come out, he'd be back on the tail end of the lead lap. So that would be pretty cool. Jared Darling, Elijah Gracia. Now, Jared Darling's next one to go a lap down. Running in 12th spot, and man, he was up there battling with the leaders for the longest time.
Remember, Jared Darling had that spin as well early on, so he hasn't been able to recover from that since. Only back in 11th.
More
Madden is in.
Daniel Falkingham's in.
But now the thing is of course, now Falkingham is going to be on fresh tires. He does not need a caution right now, because if the caution comes out, he's toast. Because he'll be a lap down, 2 laps down. He'll be around there, and hopefully, now he'll be on the fresh tires than Zoltan and Chad. So if this race stays green all the way, whenever Chad and Zoltan and the other guys come down pit road, he's going to gain some advantage on them already because of those fresh tires. He might have to race lead after it's all said and done, but that depends on when Herzeg and Oxendine comes in.
Yeah, and it would, in my opinion, it would be very beneficial to both of those drivers to come to pit road now. Okay?
Yes.
So they would be on equal tires to Daniel Falkingham, but they don't know that he stopped, probably. So, that's the disadvantage that the drivers have over us. We know, and they don't know. But that would be highly beneficial to those two right there to come to pit road right now, knowing that Daniel stopped. Sure, Daniel will get back on the lead lap, but they would be out there on, similar age tires. Yeah, because the longer they stay out here right now, Daniel's cutting that down. And I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to stay out there just as long as they can, hoping a caution comes out. But I don't know, the way this is going right now, I mean, we're coming to 27 to go this time by. I don't know.
Chad right there.
Yeah, he is.
Pressure on Zoltan. I mean, Chad's doing everything he can. That's for sure. Just Zoltan's just been doing a good job holding him off. But Chad, if it comes down on the final lap, Chad gets right there on his back bumper. It might have to take a bumper to move Zoltan out of the way.
Yeah.
I mean, Zoltan did to Emery a couple weeks ago in 5 flags. I feel Chad could do the same.
Yep. I'm about 90% sure these guys can't make it the rest of the way on fuel. So, it's just going to be when they're going to come in is beyond me here. Tommy Gossett's still hanging with these guys. Here comes Daniel up behind him. Let's see how long it takes for him to get by Tommy Gossett.
That's going to be a piece of cake.
That was nothing.
It was really nothing. I knew that was happening. Well, so far, only 7 cars on the lead lap. That top 7 has not down pit road yet to make their green flag pit stops. That's Zoltan Herzeg, Chad Oxendine, Tommy Gossett, Will Klein, John Berry, Sean Williams, Brett Bakari has not made their pit stops yet. Of course, John that's sitting back in the 5th spot, came in here second the points. Now, is he gonna try? He's probably gonna try to stretch it as much as possible. I know. Who knows? Maybe he's been saving something. We don't know how close these guys are on fuel, if they can make it or not. So,
Yeah.
like I said, we got different strategies. I mean, I feel comfortable that if Falkiam knew these guys weren't going to make it all the rest of the way, he probably would have not pitted, unless maybe Zoltan and Chad Oxstein probably had him fooled. And you never know, Rudy. I mean, you never know with these races that you think that you're on the right strategy, but it might end up being wrong strategy.
Well, the thing of it was Daniel, there was no way he would have had to go like 100 laps, you know, because he already had like, I don't remember, like 60 laps on his tires. So he definitely had to come in because there's no way he could make it on fuel. But these guys, we don't know about up here. I mean, they've been out here 56 laps right now, and we got, what, 23 to go?
Now, the good news for Falkiam, he's actually catching these leaders right now to try to unlap himself. If a caution, I mean, I know he doesn't want a caution, but if a caution does come out, he's got the lucky dog. He's the first car lap down if he stays the first car lap down. But I feel if this stays green, he can unlap himself. But if these guys, the top two, does come down pit road, Falkiam, he's in the best spot.
Yep.
Because he's going to be the new race leader because of those fresh tires.
Yeah, that's why I said it was, I think earlier there, about 10 laps ago, it would have been very beneficial to Zoltan and Chad to come to pit road around the same time that Daniel did. So then they would maintain what they had. But now, I don't know.
You got the guys on the lead lap that probably wouldn't mind the caution, and then you got the guys a lap down that doesn't want a caution. But you also got, I mean, you got some guys that's like these guys out here that's on old tires haven't made their pit stops yet. Caution comes out, here's the thing, they can come down pit road, be on fresh tires, still be good on the lead lap, beats probably in the same positions they were. Falkiam, if a caution comes out and he's a lap down, he'll get the lucky dog, but he'll still have to restart tail end of the lead lap cars.
Right.
So either way for Falkiam, he does not want a caution. Now,
well, he's catching them.
If he unlaps himself and a caution does come out, he might stay out under the caution. We don't know.
Yeah.
Just depends on how many cars are on the lead lap and we'll see. It depends on how the caution falls.
Well, by the looks of it, these guys are not going to come to pit road. If they don't, and Zoltan leads all the rest of the laps, he will take over the most laps led from Daniel Falkingham. Daniel's got like 65 led. Yeah, 65 laps led. And right now, Zoltan's got 49. If he can lead the rest of them, that'll be 69 laps. So that would definitely take over the most laps led from Daniel. So it'll be another good points day for Zoltan.
Well, we're coming to 18 to go this time, and Chad has fallen a little bit behind Zoltan. I don't know if Zoltan has saved stuff, and all of a sudden he's on the loud pedal. Chad burned the tires up too much, or Chad is probably, maybe he's saving, maybe he, not just tires, but maybe fuel. Is he close on fuel? He's trying to save all he can. We don't know. I mean, we don't know how this race is playing out all of a sudden. And that's the only time we've seen North race here at Phoenix go on fuel strategy.
Right. Exactly. You're all right. Yeah, when was that? God, that was like, a year and a half ago or something.
We went back racing. The restart was on lap 77. So these guys have gone almost 60 laps. So 57 laps right now on this green flag run. It's going to be tight on fuel. I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, I know.
It's going to be tight.
Yeah, let's see, another 17 laps. Yeah, 79 laps. Ooh.
Oh, who was that spun on the apron? No caution came out.
Cody Miller?
Yeah, Cody Miller spun on the inside through 3 and 4. He gets back going, no caution. Man, I tell you what, that would have helped Falkingham out. I bet he would have wanted that caution.
Oh, yeah. He's back on the lead lap now, but I don't think there's enough time for him to get all the way back around the track to take over the lead.
Oh, no. He's going to have a caution.
Yeah.
I mean, now that he's back on the lead lap, he's going to have a caution to get back into winning contention. But I tell you what, it'll be a disappointment for him if he does not get this win, because he was strong in the first half of this race. Man, it'd be disappointing.
Oh, wait a minute. This is 68 laps. Yeah, if it'd be 68 laps. Okay, my math is off a little bit here. So, yeah, I don't know if he can make us the rest of the way, but again, that's going to be 79 laps on a tank of fuel. Well, think about caution. Take the caution out of it. So, say about maybe 76 laps on a tank of fuel. I did not realize. Well, I did put down 70 to 90, but because I wasn't sure. I figured they could get 70, but 79, I don't know. They must know more than we know.
We just know it's going to be close. That's for sure.
Yep.
Coming to 13 to go this time by Herzeg. Still, it looks like he's pulling away some more. Again, Chad could be saving fuel right now. Or tires.
Yeah, he might just, I mean, we've seen him slipping and sliding a few times there, so he might have just burnt his tires up trying to get by Zoltan. And like I said, maybe Zoltan was just in cruise mode there, really paying more attention out the windshield than he was in the rearview mirror. And, just protecting the bottom. That was pretty much all he was doing, even though he was running a little bit different line than Chad was, wasn't he?
For sure was.
Chad, I'll tell you what, I'm with you all the way when you said it. A win's coming for Chad Oxendine.
Man, I think Chad's saving. All of a sudden, he's 2.46 back.
Yeah.
I think he's... Oh, man. If you ride on board with them, man, tell you what, it sounds interesting.
Riding on board with him.
Oh, man, he's getting out of the gas way early before the corner.
Yeah.
Oh, man, and he is slowed up a lot. He is saving.
I don't think he's saving fuel, but he's probably saving what tires he's got left, because I don't think he's got much left. Tommy Gossett is starting to close the gap on Chad Oxendine just a little, maybe a couple of tenths. But now he's got lap traffic here, Jared Darling, to deal with. I think time's running out for him to get there and do anything for Chad. Wow, he's loose going into the corner. Man, drove it in there a little too hard on Jared Darling. Yeah, he just slipped a little bit. But boy, 3.6 seconds behind Zoltan with 10 to go. Joseph, I don't think there's anything Chad can do with them now.
I think he's saving fuel. The way I'm hearing his throttle and all that stuff, I think he's saving fuel. He's probably close on fuel. It looks like Zoltan, he might be good. I don't know. Zoltan is pulled away, though. I think Zoltan's confident enough that he can make it on fuel. We'll see. Yeah. But I don't see how Chad can drop within a second, almost a second and a half off. I mean, he just dropped a second and a half. Tommy Gossett actually just got around him. I think Chad is saving fuel. I think he's in trouble.
Oh, that could be, but gosh, he's been out there the same amount of laps as Tommy and Zoltan.
Yeah, I don't think it's tires related is his problem. I think it's fuel.
Okay.
Because there's no way he'd be dropping the second half almost 2 seconds back. All of a sudden, Will Klein's closing in on him now. I think he's saving.
Well, it's Zoltan's race to win or lose coming up here, folks. 7 to go this time by.
Man,
he ain't saving.
There is. It doesn't look like Zoltan's saving. I think Zoltan just feels confident enough that he can make it all the way. We'll just have to see. And I tell you what, Rudy, there's just strategies all over the place.
Yep. Yeah, now I don't think there's enough time for John Barry to get the Chad Oxendine. He's 7.3 seconds back.
I think Chad just bounced off the outside wall coming off turn 4 this time. He did.
Yeah, I think his tires are gone.
Maybe it might be his tires, but I think he's cutting a tire down.
Something. Well, that could be too. I didn't think about that.
Let's see what
Yeah.
happens.
He could have maybe cut a tire down. 6 to go.
It just sounded like his throttle, like he was saving, but I think he is also struggling on that right front tire, maybe.
Yep.
I mean, he was aggressive behind Zoltan for the longest
Yeah.
time, you know, so, I mean, he was going for everything he's got, but, man, I tell you what, it's hurting him right now.
Yep. John Barry's only 3 seconds behind him. And the way Chad's running right now, boy, I'll tell you what, he just gained another half a second on him right there. So the way Chad's running right now, John Barry could get to him before the end of this and pass him for that 4th place.
Will Klein just got around Tommy Gossett for second. Is Tommy all of
Man.
a sudden, because Tommy dropped a second and a half all of a sudden, is he saving
Yep.
fuel or is he having tire issues?
Could be, man. These guys could be having some problems out there right now. But, man, 8.4 seconds up to Zoltan. Just going to dominate the end of this race. Daniel Falkingham dominated the first half, and Zoltan dominated the second half.
John Barry
The
just
yellow
moved
flag
up
is
the
out.
Oh, caution
Oh,
is out!
caution.
A caution is out, and this
What-
is going to open the door for some new strategy.
What was the caution?
We'll have to see. Oh, it was Tommy Gossett in turn 2. Tommy
Catch up
Gossett
with
in
him here.
trouble.
Okay. Okay. Let's go back and take a look at it here. Well, this changed up everything.
Oh,
That's
this
not what's.
changes everything right here.
Oh, man, did he drive it in there too hard?
Same thing what we saw earlier with Elijah Grassi, just driving in too hard going in the
Yep.
1, and he was just doing everything he can to stay with Will Klein. All of
Wow.
a sudden, he goes around, and man, he just couldn't save it, and he spins back up to the racetrack, and that's what brings out the caution. But all of a sudden, Rudy, new race right here.
Yep. Brand new
What is-
race.
Now, what is Zoltan going to do? Is he going to come down pit road? What about Will Klein? John Barry, here we go.
He's
Pit
coming
stops.
in.
He's going to come in. Will Klein is in. John Barry is in. What about the others? Who stays out? What about Chad Oxstein? He comes in. Sean
Oh,
Williams comes
yeah.
in.
Oh, these
Tommy
guys are. They're probably right out. They had enough fuel to make it to the checkered, but not enough for the green-white checkered, maybe.
The only guy that stays out is Daniel Falkingham.
Oh my gosh, he's going to be a sitting duck.
We'll see, because like he was on old tires earlier and he was able to hold off for a couple. I mean, we're only going to have 2 laps. We saw a couple weeks ago at 5 Flags, Rudy, Anthony Emery. We thought Anthony Emery was done, was not going to win, was not going to hold on to the race lead as soon as the restart happened. He was on really old tires, but he almost won that race on the old tires. So I can't count out anything for Falkingham. As fast as he's been all night long, I don't know.
Well, Joseph, look at this. Chad Oxendine beat Zoltan off a pit road.
Wow.
Very interesting.
Fast pit stop for Oxendine. This could help him. Now, Falkingham, he's really going to have to take off. As soon as that pace car drops, I feel he's going to take off so he can get an advantage, and hopefully Chad or Zoltan, anybody else does not get up to him.
Now, I don't know. Brett Pancari stayed out there. I don't know if he's going to have enough fuel, because he was on that same pit window as Zoltan and Tommy Gossett and them guys. So, and Chad Oxendine. So I don't know. We'll have to see. He might be close on fuel.
Rudy, this is just a brand new race all of a sudden. This is just unbelievable. Man, with 3 laps to go, a caution comes out. And man, you got Zoltan Herzeg, who might have had the race won in his hands, in his sights. And all of a sudden, a late caution comes out. All of a sudden, he's going to be restarting in the 4th spot. Man, oh man, is he going to be on the loud pedal in these final couple laps? Same with Chad Oxstein. He's going to make sure Zoltan doesn't get a run on him. He wants to focus on where Brett Picari and Falkingham's at. This is going to be one interesting finish for sure.
Yes, sir, man. I'm telling you, this is going to be another crazy finish right here.
It just never disappoints. I mean, just never disappoints. And it looks like we are going to go back. It looks like we're still going to go another lap around. Looks like the guys up ahead
Yep.
has not gotten the wave arounds yet, but man, oh man, oh man, this is. And what about Falkiam? He's got to have a good restart. He's on old tires. He's on old tires, so he's really going to have a good restart.
Well, he's licking his chops right now, Joseph. He's smelling the wind here, but it's if Chad Oxendine, they've got to clear Brett Pancari first. I don't know,
Yes.
Brett's going to be really squirrely going into the corners, but only 2 laps to make it happen.
Here's another thing. When you think about it, Brett Pancari, he's had a solid season so far. He's 6th in the points. He's 81 points back. He's trying to take a gamble. He's trying to gain on some points. I know 81 points back seems like a lot, but you just never know what could happen in these final laps. I mean, Chad Oxendine, Zoltan Herzog, John Berry, who's battling for the championship, could have some troubles on the restart, could be involved in something. All of a sudden, he could be in the picture. So I like the gamble for Brett Pancari. Try to get some points as he can.
Well, we're about to find out, man. I'm telling you, this is going to be a wild start. Joseph,
Well,
get them
ladies-
going on this last restart. Well, this could be the last restart. They got 3 green, white checkers.
Well,
you know
hopefully-
how that goes.
Well, hopefully this will be the last white checker, the only green white checker we have tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for tuning in to Max Speed TV tonight on this Tuesday evening. You're about to see a wild finish happening. Old tires versus new tires battle about to happen in the 2 laps. The pace car is going to pull off. Falkiam, Pancari, Oxendine, Herzog, Klein, the top 5. When is Falkiam going to go? He's going to hit the loud pedal.
Green
Not
flag,
right
green
now,
flag.
man. I'm telling you what, I'm surprised. Green flag back in the air. And here comes
Zoltan.
Zoltan Herzog for the 3rd spot.
He got a great run off of the corner, but battling there
gonna
with
fly up.
Oxendine.
Oh, and John Berry's going to go around.
Oh,
John
no,
Berry
there's
goes
more.
around. Tommy Gossick goes around. Are we going to have a caution?
No caution
Maybe
yet.
green right now.
Oxendine into the wall. He goes around the outside of
Oxendine
Falkingham.
to the race lead. Oxendine to the outside.
Holy
To the outside of
smokes.
Falkingham. White flag in the air. Final lap for Chad Oxendine, looking for his first career North NASCAR Series win. Can it happen tonight?
Is Zoltan going to get to him? It doesn't look like it.
Down the back
2 more
straightaway.
corners.
Down the back straightaway for the final time. Can Zoltan Herzog close in through 3 and 4? It looks like he's trying right now. He's sliding towards Chad
Yep.
Oxendine, but it's not going to be enough. Finally, Chad Oxendine is a North NASCAR iRacing Series winner tonight here in Phoenix.
Woohoo, man. Oh, man. Oh, God. You just made me a fan right there, Joseph. I'm telling you, you made me a fan, brother. That
Chad
was
Oxendine.
amazing.
First career win in the North NASCAR Series. Zoltan Herzog dominated this race. Unfortunately, late race caution comes out. He does not get the win. Ends up 2nd. Will Klein 3rd. Sean Williams 4th. Daniel Falkiam will finish in the 5th spot. But congratulations to Chad Oxendine on his first career North NASCAR Series victory. He's about to burn them down right now, and he very well better burn down those tires.
Yeah, he better. He is. He's burning them down.
And at one point, it looked like, Rudy, before that caution came out, Chad was out of it. It looked like he burned up those tires way too much. He was out of this race, did not have a shot. And all of a sudden, the late race caution comes out. It opened the opportunity for him, and he gets that elusive first win in the North NASCAR Series.
Well, it's a shame that Daniel Falkingham didn't get that, but he had to take that gamble, Joseph. He had to. There was no other way about it, Now, he could have pitted, but he knew that Zoltan and Chad were going to be fast. He could have pitted and pitted with them guys, and they would all been out there on equal tires, and, it would have been a race off a pit road. So, but I think he did the right thing by staying out, even though he did come out of it 5th. He's really not relative in the points, well, he is, but he's way out of it. I mean, he only got 3 races to go, and he's 88 points back. So, but a good effort by Daniel Falkingham. Well, folks, we're going to get these guys up here real quick and talk to them. So hang on.
Chad Oxidine, oh my goodness, congratulations. You finally get that first win in the North NASCAR series. Man, I tell you what, it seemed like you were out of it. Before that caution came out, it seemed like you were battling really hard with Herzeg, trying to keep up with him. All of a sudden, you had some troubles late, and all of a sudden, caution came out. It played to your favor. You got around the guys that stayed out. You also had a very fast pit stop to get around Zoltan Herzeg, and it definitely made a difference. It got you that win, Chad. This was a long time coming this season. You finally get done tonight. Tell us about that race overall, and tell us how this win feels, man.
Oh man, yeah, it just feels good to finally kind of get the monkey off the back. Been close so many weeks here, and but yeah, the right front was gone. It was flat with like 10 to go, so I was limping it around, just hoping for a yellow. Finally, a yellow went my way tonight, and just put 2 tires on it. I told myself before the race, if we got a late yellow, definitely putting 2 on to try to get the lead. It's just so hard to pass, especially Zoltan. He's tough, so yeah, put 2 tires on it there, and just drove around the outside of them. Them guys on old tires really kind of didn't have a chance there with all of us on fresh. But man, it feels good to finally win one of these things, man.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. We've been rooting for you all season long. Just you've had some fantastic runs, had opportunities to get that win, and it just didn't play out to your favor towards the end of the races throughout the season. But you finally get it done, and I tell you what, it's going to help you be closer to that championship battle with 3 races left to go. You got an opportunity. Just got to keep up the good runs out there, the good results. You guys are going to North Wilkesboro next week, another short track. What do you think about that race?
Yeah, just got to take it one race at a time. If points will take care of themselves if I win or run good. So I don't worry about that too much. But North Wilkesboro will be fun. A lot of bumping and banging. It's a really good short track. Should be fun. Hopefully we get a good turnout next week for that race. So we'll see what happens. Just take it one race at a time and try to go get another one next week.
Yeah, I tell you, just
Yeah, thank you, Rudy. I really appreciate it, man. It's just I knew I could get it done. Zoltan's fast, Anthony, a lot of guys are, and I was just a matter of time. I kept knocking on the door. You keep running up front, and finally got one to go my way. So we'll take it and move on to next week and try to go back to back.
it seemed like you got a family member in chat right now, Brian Oxidine, watching this race, and apparently he's very excited that you got that win tonight. So shout out to him really quick. Well, Chad, anybody you got to thank for this win tonight? This got to be huge for you.
Well, yeah, of course, you guys up in the booth, thank you for all you do up there and broadcasting the race. John Barry, thanks to him for running the league and putting this together here. And of course, Hardy's been with me all year. Hardy's, go get your 2 for $4 breakfast sandwiches right now and wash it down with a cold Coke as always. And any family or friends out there watching, thanks for watching and tuning in every week and support me.
Awesome. Got to go for the sandwiches, man. That's
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
be good right now.
Gotta
Awesome,
go
man.
get a Hardee's, man. You gotta love Hardee's.
All right, man. I tell you what, I gotta probably make a trip out there myself. Well, Chad, I tell you what, man. I've been wanting you to get that first win all season long. I've been disappointed a few times that you haven't, but finally, man, you got that first one. You always have a positive attitude. Just always have a good attitude, whether it's good or bad. That's why it's made me a fan. Just always a positive attitude. And I tell you what, it's going to bring you some great momentum for the final 3 races of the season. So go celebrate this win tonight, man. Enjoy some Hardee's. Congratulations, and we'll see you next week at North Wilkesboro. And good luck, hopefully, for the next 3 races. Go get some more wins, man.
Yeah, thank you, Joseph and Rudy. Appreciate it, guys. You have a good week, and we'll talk to you next week.
Zoltan Herzeg will finish up in the second spot. Zoltan, man, it looked like you had this race in your hands, the trophy in your hands. unfortunately, that late race caution came out. But tell you what, another good effort for you tonight. Second place, still looking good for the championship, man. Tell us about your race overall. And man, was there anything you could have done differently in those final laps, that final restart to get around Chad Oxline? Because you had the inside on him, but anything you could have done differently?
Yeah, I went too low coming off at 2. I had to stay low. I didn't want to wreck Brett and kind of killed the exit off the corner, but I can't complain. Second place is perfect. Top threes are always great.
Now, what was the track like out there for you? We saw you guys sliding around out there. Apparently, the tires were taking a beating out there as well, especially in those final laps. So, what was it like for you?
Yeah, it was. You had to maintain them. It was a little slick. I mean, sorry. Especially 3 and 4. You had to keep the right rear on it, and you had to try not to overturn the steering wheel so you could save the right front. And just it stinks that long run. Everybody was popping tires. I started gaining time like crazy, and I looked at my tires. I still had a good amount of percentage left, so it would have been fine to the end. I was worried if I was gonna blow a tire, but it would have been fine. And just stinks with the late race yellows. You can either make out well with them or you get screwed by them. So been on both ends of it.
Yeah, for sure. But still, a good effort for you. You guys are going to North Wilkesboro next week. What do you think about that track?
Uh, I've raced there a couple times. It seems fun. It's definitely you got to hold the bottom, so it's gonna be a fight for the bottom. It's gonna be, excuse me, really tough to pass the top 3 guys. It's gonna be a good dogfight.
All right. Well, Zoltan, is there anybody you got to thank for your second place tonight?
Yeah, I got to thank Lulu Racing. Thank you guys for broadcasting. Thanks everybody watching.
All right, Zoltan, man, close to winning this race tonight. If that late caution didn't come out, you would have had it in the bag. But it's still good effort tonight. You're still going to hold on to that points lead. You actually gained on that points lead, too. So with 3 races left to go, you're looking solid out there. So good luck next week in North Wilkesboro. Hopefully, we'll talk to you again next week.
Thanks, bud.
Will Klein comes home in third. Will, we didn't see too much out of you in the first half of this race, but second half, you slowly were moving up through the top 10. Come home with third. You were fast in practice. I was a little concerned that I didn't see you running up towards the front throughout the first half. I'm like, man, what's going on? But all of a sudden, you can't count you out. It seemed like you always figure something out towards the end, but still a good third place run for you. Tell us about your race.
Yeah, I'm still learning the car a lot. Like I don't have as many laps as these guys because I'm not doing all the races. But I needed that I needed that first couple runs to really get my feet wet, learn just how much you have to turn these cars. It's crazy. It's like a foreign concept to me, but it's like I gotta keep going with this car. I gotta get better at it. But all in all, the result was good. I got into John Barry. What is it? That last restart kind of affected his points battle a little bit. I feel bad about that. I'll take the blame on that. I kind of sideswiped him, but other than all in all, it was a good run.
Yeah, Will, good job on third place tonight. You guys are going to North Wilkesboro next week. What do you think about that racetrack with these cars?
I don't know how they'll be with these because these are boats, but I really like running it in all the other NASCAR stuff. It's fun. It's bumpy. You're sawing on the wheel. It's great. Sometimes some cars you have to shift. It's a tricky little track, but I like it a lot.
All right. Is there anybody you got to thank for your third place tonight?
John Barry, even though I got into him for putting on the league, you guys for broadcasting, and the people who watch. Thanks, guys.
All right. Well, good effort out there. Third place tonight. Congrats on that. We'll see you next week in North Wilkesboro.
Thank you, Joseph and Rudy.
Oh, absolutely. Man, I tell you what, exciting, just very exciting. Tommy Goss said we'll finish up in the 11th spot. Tony Hillbrand's 12th. Jared Darling will finish 13th. Cody Miller 14th. Tom Mercier 15th. Spencer Owen 16th. Josh Robbins 17th. Bobby Cheney 18th. Tough break for Anthony Emery tonight. You know, in the championship battle, came in here 32 points back in third. Unfortunately, that 19th place finish, that crash he had, just reaching into the second half of this race, is not going to help him at all. He's really going to have to really go at it in these final 3 races if he wants to get back into it. But yeah, he's going to settle for a 19th place finish tonight. And Aaron Smith will finish dead last in 20th after an early crash that took him out of the race on the 6th, 7th lap of the race. And of course, my name is up there. We don't pay attention about that. Nobody cares. Yeah. Of course, right?
We do appreciate it very much, and hopefully everybody had a good time out there, but we enjoyed it. And congratulations again to Chad Oxendine on that win, man. Great job. And folks, we'll catch you next time. Stay safe and have a good night.